Hello, I'm here with Phoenix, and he's just doing so well. I do have the lunge line on the Cavachon today because the mares are in season. You can see Ginny's there, and Jazz is eating not too far away, so I wasn't able to get him to follow me, which is quite understandable. But he did really well leaving Jazz once I put the lunge on. So that's pretty cool. It's neat. You know, this is all part of the training and seeing what is possible in that kind of situation, because he is 6 years old. He was a wild stallion with mares and foals until last fall, and then he got out a few times on the Indian Reserve and then had mares again. And so that's, you know, that's natural behavior to be around mares, and so, you know, he's lived that life. So he's only been gelded for about 3 months. So for me to be able to take him away from the mares and do this is a pretty big deal, and he's being really good about it. Like, Ginny is a real troublemaker. She's nickering to him and trying to entice him away from me, and he still is staying connected with me, even with her kind of being a bit disruptive. She's leaving now, and he looked at, you know, turned to her to see what she was doing, but he's still staying with me, and he's not trying to leave, and he's being really sweet. Like, he's I haven't done any training for at least a week, might even be longer. I've been pretty busy with work, and he's just being so sweet. Like, look at how easy it is to touch his ears. He actually likes it because they're a little bit itchy, and he leans into it. He's got a little burr here, and see, he lets me pull it out. Like, he's, as long as he doesn't think I'm making a move, a fast move, where I'm going to attack him, he's a pretty tough guy. Like, he's not a wimp. I can pull a burr out of his ear, and he doesn't care because he knows I'm not being aggressive. I'm not being dominant. So if I make any fast moves, he's gone like a shot. So for anybody that's thinking about working with a wild horse, this is my first time, so I'm not an expert at all. But I've been around horses my whole life, and I've been around a lot of really sensitive horses, and they can be super reactive also. See how nice he's getting? Like, Ginny is still moving away, and he is getting really, really friendly. Like, and this is something that I've heard about wild horses, is that they will really bond. Like, he's really coming close, and he likes being close to me. So it's pretty cool to see this connection that we're making. It's actually quite a powerful connection. Like, domestic horses do connect also, but it feels like this has happened faster than with a domesticated horse. Like, with Ginny, it took years. With him, I've only known him since last October, and he's only been here with me for about 3 months. Oh, now he wants to leave, and, you know, of course he does. The mares are there, right? But that wasn't a big deal. So it's really good for you to see these things and see how nice he's coming back to me. I'm not pulling him back. He's choosing to come back. So I'm really loving working with a wild horse, and loving how different it actually is, and how much I'm learning from it. They're pretty cool horses. Like, he's super connected, super aware. The biggest thing is not to make any fast moves, because that feels threatening. And I've done that where I was walking backwards with the lunge on the Cavachon, and I stumbled, and he was gone. He bolted, and it took me a while to catch him because I don't have a gate on this area. I am gonna get a gate because I'm gonna do some online lessons, and I can't have him running away during the lesson. That would be quite funny. But yeah, it took me like 45 minutes to get him back. But so those kind of moves scare him, and he will run like immediately. Even when I put the Cavison on, I have to do it really, really slow. And I have to be careful also because he'll jerk his head violently fast. And so I have to make sure that my head isn't going to get whacked or that my fingers are caught in anything. Like I only put the Cavison on without the lunge first because I don't want my fingers getting tangled in anything. But even with the Cavison, I make sure my hands are always in a safe spot in case he gets startled and jerks his head away, and because it's just so fast and so violent, you have to be really careful. So I'm really slow, and he's getting way better. I mean, look at how sweet he is, and look at how he loves to be touched now. I could never touch him like this like a month ago. I couldn't touch the side of his body at all. I couldn't be on the side of his face. He only wanted to have us face each other, but he did not feel safe with me on the side of him. And now he's choosing to kind of lean into me and get closer, and he's really, really enjoying the connection. Even though he's got 2 mares over there that are in season. So that really says a lot for him. I don't know what other wild horses are like, but I'm really, really impressed. You know, that a 6-year-old stallion that's just been gelded, wild, can be this nice to handle. Because when I got him, they said, oh no, we don't train 6-year-olds, we only train 3- and 4-year-olds. This would be considered too old to train. So, but you can see that he's lovely. And there's tons of wild horses out there that are cheap and beautiful. They're not all beautiful, but there are some that are really nice. So I encourage you, if you're looking to do something like this, it's been a great experience.